Welcome to Footy with Mates. I'm Broden Kelly, the host of this show. Alongside me is Tom.
Hi.
And then a very, very special week. It's a week from now, boys, by the way. So you would have seen him last week take the internet blew up on Friday and Saturday onwards. It genuinely blew up when they did their Rezzies game in Elizabeth. Many died. And if they
I'm really hoping that it wasn't, you aren't saying it was a great success, and then it turns out 45 SJs rolled up and there's stabbings. If
someone really dies, we'll cut all this.
Okay.
So if it'll be funny. But you please welcome, they have taken the internet by storm. In the same world, there's a crew almost. Like, I feel like it's the AFL's first footy crew.
What's the dancing crew on TikTok?
Yeah, you're
Justice crew.
No.
Oz dance crew.
The young kids.
Aussie Bro Squad.
Yeah. You're the Aussie footy squad. You're the Aussie Bro Squad of the AFL. Your Kadoses, your Connors, your Sam Newmans, please welcome Sray and Check as the Marmalade boys. Thank you for coming. Watching from afar, I didn't know who was a Marmalade and who wasn't a Marmalade, but you are the Marmalades.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
And much like Marmalade, that you have some skin in you. Like, because the skin of an orange is in the marmalade. I feel like that's what separates it from like a jam.
True. We even had have you had marmalade recently?
No, I tried to open the jam jar yesterday and I couldn't open it, so I just put it back in the fridge.
I respect that. You just gave up, and that's the lesson.
Just butter on the toast.
I apologise for talking about your name. As someone who's had to talk about a name of a group for 12 years, I will never ask you where you get the name from. I promise you.
Oh, it's a good story if you want it.
Nah, fuck it, I don't want it.
Everyone thinks we just like jam, and actually we don't ever eat it. So.
No,
that's I reckon it's like that's your bread and butter thing. Maybe it's is it sports connected or
it's very connected to AFL.
Yeah.
Okay, we better know then.
Yeah, no, we need to know.
Yeah, it was nothing to do with jam. If you ever watched the Footy show back in the day,
Trevor.
Oh, so we both come from a pub background. We've worked in bars and gaming rooms
in
and
Adelaide.
TABs. Yeah, in Adelaide.
Yeah.
All around the joint.
Pubs and gaming rooms.
Everyone.
Yeah, literally everyone.
How old are you both?
I'm 22.
42.
I'm 22.
How can you be 22 and worked in every gaming lounge in Adelaide?
He had 1 week stints at everywhere. He's on the mid-season trade period.
Yeah. All year trading.
Do you need an RSA in Adelaide?
Yeah.
Was it
loosely?
Is it the same as here where you like just go in and like, hey, the answers are A, B, B, D, C.
You can do it online.
You get them online.
It doesn't even count.
And you can drive when you're 16 in Adelaide.
Yes.
Yeah, on your learners. Yep.
Because of the farmers.
Well,
that's what they say.
Farmers.
Yeah, that's what they used to say when I was a lad in Adelaide.
When you were allowed in Adelaide?
When I was a lad.
I was like, what, dude?
I'm allowed in Adelaide.
Okay, I'm hoping.
But no, so you're Adelaide boys born and raised. Mm-hmm. What high school did you go to?
Henley High, which is a bit of a footy factory.
I went to a high school called St. Columba in the north of Adelaide. It's like a private school there.
Oh, okay, congratulations. Yeah. And do you feel you got your money's worth out of the private school?
No, not at all. I asked my mum about it. Bad.
I went to a private school in Adelaide for 1 year in grade 3.
Yeah.
Called Pulteney Grammar.
Yeah, prestigious.
And we hated PAC.
Yeah,
because they were the pigs around the corner. Is what the private school.
In year 3.
Yeah, and then I left that and became a salt of the earth kind of type. But you went to, what was yours called again?
St. Columba.
Is that a footy thing?
No, I think the best footy player to come out of our school is Lecalier.
And he is our favourite player.
Yeah, and
pick 7.
Yep, and then we had Awema Bill, who played for the Socceroos.
Jesus.
Yeah,
not a good footy player.
And then they had Trey.
Yeah, then they had me. So the footy levels are just few and far between.
And who was the Henley? Who's the football academy? Henley?
Everyone. It's a footy school. You take footy as a subject.
Really?
Yeah. So they get all the country boys moved to Henley in year 10, start playing Sandford. And
Jesus.
Then Henley claims them, says, we've had him our whole life.
Who's the best one?
My year was one of the lowest draft years.
That's handy.
You enjoy this as a D's fan.
Let me guess. Is it going to be Billy Stretch?
No, but I went to primary school with Billy Stretch.
Yeah.
So rare.
Neil Bullen?
Trey doesn't know who Billy Stretch is.
I didn't know who Billy Stretch was. People before me.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
One player drafted in my whole year. The year before there was 11, and I reckon the other year Jack Coach's Isaac Rankin year. There was about 10 or so.
Okay.
But in my year, there was only one. And
it was a Melbourne
D's,
player.
Yeah.
An Adelaide
Rookie list.
Did he even play? I think I know. Did he even play?
He didn't play. He played one preseason game.
Oh,
Is he already out?
Yeah, we're talking back in 1943.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Declan Kilty.
No.
That's a crook name.
Nathan Stark.
Oh, yes, I do remember that. Was he was he good?
Yeah, he's a great man.
Did you play footy at
No,
school?
I didn't get picked in the footy subject. I tried out for it and they said, sorry, your fitness levels just aren't where they need to be to take footy as a subject.
Can you do like a year 12 exam on footy at these schools?
Yeah, you get like an ATAR for it. Yeah, they're great.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do they just do like running patterns and shit?
Yeah, well, I was in the cricket program and once a week we'd just watch TV and score the game.
That's sick. That's not real school though.
Yeah, you go from maths to having to score the T20 that happened on the Friday before.
I mean, it's as relevant as drama, which is what we did. Like you can make anything.
Business studies.
I want to talk about Adelaide football, business studies as well. It's all a crock of shit. It's all a crock of shit.
I did society and culture in year 12, and that was just
What is this?
the PI55 of a subject.
What is a society and culture?
I couldn't even tell you.
Like what's on the telly today, or like
you sort of.
Did you choose that as an elective?
Yeah, because it was like an easy one. So like in year 11, towards the end, they figured out Australia's not switched on here. So like, here's the easy subject. So I did like the bottom level English, bottom level maths, society and culture, and sports studies, which was the one below PE because I wasn't good enough.
Sports studies, like
we actually did.
You don't play them, you just watch them.
Pretty much. We actually did an AFL fantasy competition as one of our big assignments.
Yeah, that's great.
Not
I
kidding.
love that.
He would dominate that.
Yeah,
I actually won. I won the year against all the teachers and stuff.
Banger.
I've been playing it already, so it was like it's just like second nature.
And this is a private school.
Private school. I'm pretty sure my mum paid 20 grand back for me to go there. I'm not 100% sure. 20 grand, I'm pretty sure.
20 grand to play fantasy.
Play AFL fantasy and skip every other day.
I mean, I would have like loved that. Did you walk out feeling like you had confidence and you knew who you were? Or?
No, not. It's high school. No, of course not. It's a private high school. No way.
So it was just wasted money. It was a black hole.
Yeah.
Did you go to uni?
For 4 weeks.
What'd you do?
Primary education.
Why does everyone do that now?
Just figured out it wasn't.
That's the new nursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was no good.
What is the 4 weeks of primary teaching?
I ended up doing something like political studies by accident. So I was too late to picking my courses, so I ended up doing that. And I was like, I don't want to do this. It was something about like shielding emotions. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I just left the class.
You were shielding your emotions.
That's what it was like, shielding emotions in the classroom. And I was like, this sucks. So I left like the
Like
lecture.
mid-lesson or?
Left, lecture mid-lesson, went and got a feed, went home, dropped out.
What did you get to eat?
It was like an Asian rice bowl with like karage chicken.
And so, did you have to pay hex, or was 4 weeks you?
No, I was
it's a
doing the
cut-off,
start of
yeah.
a bridging course, like a 4-month bridging course. So it was sweet.
And what did you do? Did you go to uni?
Yeah, this is a good one. I studied nutrition.
Oh yeah, love. That's another
which
classic
we've really
one, yeah.
implemented into our content.
The one you haven't said is sports science. That's the one that
Sports
everyone goes.
science.
Well, nutrition matches up with sports science in the first year.
Did you do the whole course?
No.
How far did you get?
Do I look like I did the whole course?
I like most places you go to Anytime Fitness or wherever, you're like, you're not a PT, but I guess you did the course. Like, how far did you get?
6 months.
Okay, that's further.
good,
Yeah.
It's a fair crack.
What did you learn? Protein?
Yeah, I don't know. Just basic chemistry that I learned in like year 10.
Like 30 years ago.
I worked out that the first year uni of sport, it was sports science / nutrition or whatever it is going on, was the same as like year 10.
Yeah.
So then I started DJing on my laptop in the library.
Genuinely? But what year is this roughly?
Like 2013.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so similar to this man's
Yeah.
story. Can you tell them your story of where you went to uni?
Well, so I failed like my first 6 months too, but I stayed in the course for 3 years, but never got past the first.
Just racked
6
up the
months.
hex debt.
Going back even further,
Yeah.
like we were in high school together and you didn't know what you wanted to do.
Correct. And a lot of my friends, I like doing drama and stuff. I didn't really know what to do, but I was more into music, but I wasn't good enough, nowhere near good enough. So I went to uni because Broden and a few of the other blokes who
Drama school
to become an actor. And then, just did music the whole time pretty much.
He never handed in any essay or journal or any work, and he didn't pass the first year but they never asked him to leave.
Yeah, and then at the end of second year, they were like, "Oh, you really can't go into third year because you haven't still passed the first semester of first year, like from 2 years ago." And I was like, "Yeah, but I've been good at the acting and I do the music for the shows and get into the music." And they were like, "It would be good to have you do music for the third year shows. Okay, we're going to let you finish third year, but you won't get a diploma, like you won't get a degree, but you can say that you graduated as an actor of the acting course." And I was like, "Deal." So
This school.
So your talents were too good to pass up, but
legit, that's how
your
desperate
knowledge
they were.
wasn't good enough to sign off on.
He just hung around and did all the music and produced the whole time
yeah.
and never.
So and it worked for me because at the time, and I don't know about if this was wise at the moment, but I was like, what's the piece of paper? It's like the knowledge I gain along the way, right? So fuck yeah, I'll continue on and actually learn shit and make music and fun stuff. And who cares if I get a degree or not?
And now he has his own recording studio over there, and he's award nominated TV film composer. So there's
The piece of paper wasn't worth anything.
I'm the only one with one, and I don't even know where it is, and it's for a bullshit course that does it. So when did you both meet?
20
Just after
started
COVID.
No, it was before.
Lockdowns
No, that was
opened up because I was running a nightclub in Adelaide.
What nightclub were you running?
Downtown it was called, which is
is
the
Hindley-
biggest
Hindley-
Hindley Street.
Street.
Yeah.
It was the biggest venue on the strip. Outside of COVID, it fit 5,000, but with the restrictions, we could fit 1,000, which was great.
5,000.
Yeah,
That's
so because
crazy.
you're allowed like what is it, 25% or 20% of your actual capacity, we could still fit 1,000, which was like chaos back.
That is insane.
Jeez.
Is this
Most of these
multiple
venues are
level?
like
Yeah, three levels?
most
So
of these
it's
venues have
smokers
got
on
like
on the roof.
40 people in their venue because they're down to like 20% capacity, and
Yeah.
we're still cramming 1,000.
Was it sticky?
Yeah. Got sticky.
Well, we unstickied it. We when we went in there, it was the stickiest place ever. And then this is the night that I met Shrey. We go, this guy looks pretty funny. He seems like he's in the know. He's wearing a crow scarf and he's a larger Asian male.
I turned it on that
drinking
night.
raspberry cruises
Actually-
like they're going out of fashion. And I was like, we had this big cinema screen behind the DJ decks, like a actual, like you'd play like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on it. Like it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
fun.
like you're in a. It was the venue was the old State Theatre, so it was built like a cinema. Like it was built
Cool.
like a massive theatre.
Do you remember Night Train?
Yes, yes.
before.
Great venue.
I miss it. Anyway, go on.
So Shrey up there in that production booth. We normally pay a production person, but tonight we don't have one. We've just put a USB with visuals on loop. You can get out of the laptop and you can go onto YouTube on that laptop and it will play on the screen. Go type in whatever you want and it will play on the screen. He rolls up into the production booth 15 cruises deep, which is millions of dollars of equipment in there.
Yeah.
And goes, Rashid Khan highlights.
Rashid
Rashid Khan,
Khan
the
from
leg
the
spinner from the Strikers. And what was the next one? It was some Crows highlight. Eddie Betts'
Eddie
best
Betts
goals.
highlight.
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
Betts'
yeah.
Oh, that would have gone off on Hindley
Yeah.
Street.
So imagine the stickiest nightclub now has a giant cinema screen playing Eddie Betts kicking snag for the boundary.
It's gone to premium.
It's really, we've changed the game for a
And I
little bit.
imagine
there.
like bangers, right? Because that's what's popular with the kids, right?
No,
Like pretty heavy
At
bangers.
that time, it was a bit
Well, it was
less.
still COVID
Yeah.
time, so everyone was a little bit nervous to sort of
Yeah.
get real like out and
Yeah.
about. But we met, and then I think a few weeks after that, Rashid Khan highlights hit the screen. We had Zac Efron roll into the nightclub, and it really turned non-sticky. It was a different type of sticky, wasn't it?
It was just a good sticky.
Well, Zac Efron, because he was shooting the film Gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
I thought it was
Rolling
I thought it was a really weird film and really upsetting. Did you end up watching it?
We did watch it, yeah.
I mean, the and spoiler alert: he gets eaten by dogs.
Yeah. And he looks messed the whole movie.
Yeah, it's or really sore.
Weathered and
Yeah, my friend, Susie Porter is in that as well, and she was doing it while he said he was the nicest man she's ever worked with ever.
Well, he was staying in the dodgiest pub one that I used to work at, like actual like.
He was staying in a pub.
Yeah, so his whole film crew, well, I think they were staying in a nice hotel, but they kept hiring out this whole pub's top floor because it would have cost them nothing, and it was an old brothel type situation.
Sure.
And they could just lock the door and do whatever they want up there. They could have beers, they could have music, and just lock everyone out. And we were next door to that place. So then one night they called up and said, "Hey, we're gonna need some extra security. Can you help get him in and out? Could have a big guest coming through at about 9:30 or whatever." And I was DJing at the time, and I'd heard the rumors, but I was like, "That won't happen. There's no way Zac Efron rolls in here." And then the boss was like side stage. He's like, and I'm like, DJ. I was like, "Man, do you want me to DJ? Or do you want me to come talk to you?" And he's like, He's like, look up in the top right, and there's just security everywhere.
That's great. No, and that was is this place still exist? This
Not anymore.
It's
no.
called. I don't think it's.
It changed names and then it shut down, and then they're in a lot of debt.
bummer.
Yeah.
Good.
Not our fault. We moved to
No,
Melbourne.
no, they should have kept you.
Run away from it. Yeah.
They got rid of the highlights. So, at what point did you go? How long until you start making consistent, good content about AFL?
Yeah, we sort of bumped into each other at the nightclub. Worked out that we got very similar interests, and we both follow the footy and the cricket, and we're not very good at either of them.
Yeah.
And both larger males who just enjoy watching it. And we were like, all right. Well, at the time, I was making a lot of marketing for the nightclub, but then gave it up. COVID keeps coming back, and going away and coming back and going away. You're open one week, you're not working for 4 the next. So we started making footy videos on the accounts that we had. Just like, well, we don't have to make nightclub promos. We've got 4 weeks of no nightclub. Let's go out and kick the footy and we put, the first video was crooked. We went to a mate's pub and he goes, oh, there's a kindy across the road. I know the kids kick their footy in the tree. Try get it down and see if you can kick it over the roof of the pub and put that on your TikTok. So we did, and that got like a couple 100,000 plays for some weird reason, just the crook nature of TikTok. So just kept making weird videos, and then really kicked off last year.
Yeah, big time.
When we started playing actual footy and people started realizing, well, these guys are really bad at
That's the worst.
They're actually bad.
Did you have the mindset when you were doing it that this is a career thing, or is it just something fun?
It built. It was never a career thing. It was more just like, let's just fill the time in those weeks when we didn't have to go to work, or that weird period of COVID where it was like,
So without COVID, it doesn't exist for either.
probably not.
Yeah, probably not. We probably don't even like.
We don't even meet.
Probably don't meet.
That's so interesting. And so now, what is your life like at the moment? Now you've just moved to Melbourne, and is Marmalade your gig?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What is that like? What's it like being a content creator specifically for footy in Australia in 2024? I know it's a loaded question, but what's it like?
It's a weird one. Some weeks we've had a couple of weeks we've gone to the shops and we've had to pull together our cash and work out how we can afford dinner.
Yeah.
But other weeks you get paid all your invoices in the same week and you live like kings for 3 days and you blow it all.
10 pizzas at one time. I think it's the best thing ever.
Yeah. But the other week I think we pulled together our cash. We had like $6. And we're like, what can we get from Coles for $6? It'll feed both of us for the next 48 hours.
We bought a cake, if you're wondering.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like a mud cake?
cake.
It was like
$5.40 or something.
No, it was $3. It was on special. It was going out of
Used
date.
by tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
used by tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably not what it looks like, but that's what it looks like on the things you don't see online. You can see the rest of it on our TikTok.
Yeah.
But
Yes, we know.
yeah.
We know.
Do you have a Patreon or something?
No, we do some podcasting. Nothing like yours. You bloody smashing them out everywhere.
Yeah, too many.
I do a bit of DJing. Sometimes we do a lot of events and stuff like that.
And builds up to, like all other footy content, builds up to September and all the...
Yeah, Gather Round just was the big
Gather
one.
Round was good.
How was Gather Round for you guys going back?
Chaos. But
We never really ran into each other, but I was there for one night.
yeah, I saw you for about a whole 4 seconds.
But I felt really proud that you were going to Cafe de Villis at every opportunity.
Yes.
Well, good news. We just booked the Ecom for Adelaide. If you listen to this next week, we would have been to Cafe de Villis, but the Ecom is walking distance.
Well, you got the Hilton.
No, it's an Airbnb, but it's going to get a workout cafe. It's had a workout Cafe de Villis.
Being getting workouts, it's going to work a bit harder.
Yes, because we both are big Cafe de Villis boys.
yes.
Huge.
Whenever we tour there, we go there. And I went that morning. I had a flight at 6 a.m. I got up at 4 a.m. so I could go to Cafe de Villis at 4:30 in the morning.
We took Katie McDonald's Cafe de Villis virginity.
really?
He couldn't work out.
What do you get? A ham and cheese tomato sandwich?
Well, I was trying, knowing Katie McDonald, probably correct. But no, I was trying to explain it to him for ages. I was like, man, Melbourne's good coffee, good cafes, but there's just no bakeries, man. And I was like, and like in Adelaide, we have 4 24-hour bakeries. Like you don't understand.
O'Connor's?
O'Connell's. There's
Villis?
Villis Edge, is it?
Where's Edge?
It's like in Norwood.
No, that's Enjoy.
Enjoy Bakery.
That's got to work out a few times.
Okay, right. There's the Norwood one.
and
That's Enjoy.
yeah, right. Yeah.
And Villis now got like 4 franchises.
Villis have one.
They're everywhere.
In Elizabeth, they have one.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Are you going to go there?
I've been there before.
Are you going to go to the one on Friday? Are you going to go to Villis after?
Oh,
Could be a good YouTube video.
Could be really
eating all
dangerous.
Villis in one day.
Oh, man, I think it is the best pie. The peppery nature of the Villis pie, but then more so, there is something about the oil. And I've talked to my brother about this. We both grew up, and my mouth is watering thinking about it. The frying oil in Adelaide is a different oil to anywhere else. And when you get chips and gravy in Adelaide, it is a very unique
They do the pie chips gravy,
Pie chips
$10
gravy.
fee.
Oh,
It's just,
mate.
it's a staple there.
And then they also, was it with you? We did the pancakes there and they do soft serve
Soft
ice
serve,
cream
yeah.
on the top of it.
Yeah.
that was
Which is wrong but great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that obviously a lot of people have finished their nutrition degree over in Adelaide. We just have the crookest food.
Well, Adelaide,
available.
if I can pivot for a second, we'll get back to the Marmalade story, but I want to talk about the Adelaide football things. When you think of Adelaide football, the first thing I think of is the red point posts.
True.
Is that still a thing or is
Some
that
of them.
gone?
The high schools maybe, not so much the
schools.
clubs. I don't know
Clubs
if many.
probably got new ones, but
Yeah, the clubs are all getting upgrades. The women's footy is pumping a lot of cash into clubs, and
Yeah,
then
they're
your
doing them
junior
up.
programs are getting bigger. So I feel like everyone's had upgrades.
I would love to see not only in the Sandful and in local footy, but at Adelaide Oval red posts on the
Red
behind. It's
goalposts.
the definitive
would
Adelaide
be-
thing. It hurts no one.
Well, it's like the picket fence out there. They got rid of it when they changed it to an AFL venue, but then sometimes they picket fence on the screens.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
Yeah,
They put
that's nice.
Put a TV screen of a picket
Yeah.
fence up.
What are the other Adelaide things?
Well, the hill's the obvious one. They
Yeah,
got
the
a
hill.
The hill.
They got a
How
hill.
much is the hill? You're like they should name that after you now. Like that's your identity.
Yeah, a little
Lot of
bit. We
standing.
spent a lot of time there. I don't know if Adelaide Oval enjoy us being there, but
no,
Why they don't like you there?
we just
we get in trouble. A lot.
You're always doing content.
we're always doing content.
They don't like it.
Surprised if we're going to go there
Thursday.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening to this next week, we've been there. Hopefully let us
Been
in.
and got.
You went to jail. We all
Yeah.
saw on television.
Yeah, but, hopefully
it's-
they let us onto the hill. 'Cause
It's Richmond, a dustyless Richmond, and the Adelaide
Crows.
Crows.
Yeah, Dusty 300, no more.
So they see you coming now. Is that a thing? Or
We've had a few speakings too.
Well, they've got camera recognition on our faces, and they've got our photo in the security office.
but what are you
and
doing wrong?
Drinking chocolate milk.
Yeah. Now let's talk about that.
That's not okay.
Has anyone come to you for a sponsorship yet with the Chalky Milk?
Various bits. They're sponsoring the game.
Yeah.
This will blow your mind if you like Chalky Milk.
Okay.
Last year we had a game and they brought 1,000 cartons of Chalky Milk down for free. As
Which
part of
company?
Dairy Farmers, which is
Oh, yeah,
a big
Dairy
M,
Farmers is
same
very
sort of.
good, yeah.
And they said, we'll bring 1,000 cartons down so you can hand them out to people and it'll be like a nice feel good. We'll get you work in the tent. You can hand them out to people before the game. I'm in an interview up on like the commentary stream on the YouTube and I come down. I'm like, oh, you need me to hand out any chocolate milk? They're like, oh, it's all gone.
Oh, God.
It was like half an hour before the game. Like, it's all gone.
Free stuff. That's what happens.
Free stuff.
Every
Yeah.
kid is just, and then so this year they've hit us up. Hey, how many cards do you reckon we should bring? I was like, I don't know. How many do you reckon? They're like, we're thinking 4,000.
Yeah.
I was like, 4,000 cartons of chocolate milk.
Yeah.
A little ones.
No, it's on
No,
like
full
600 mil
size.
cartons.
600
500
mil.
big
Jesus
ones.
Christ.
Big boys.
Yeah.
4,000 cartons of milk just being pushed out to a footy oval. Like that.
Well, we'll go off.
They had
Like,
to
I
hire
would-
extra cool rooms.
No
to-
one's taken one.
No,
Everyone's
that's the
going
issue, I
two.
think. Double,
Yeah.
double fist.
Now, wait, no, I don't want to speak for you, Tom, but he's an iced coffee boy, I would say, is your first one. Is
Yeah,
that fair?
I would agree with that.
How do you feel about iced coffees?
Well, the Farmers Union is popular in Adelaide.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
mind. Farmers.
Like, it's one where probably like when you have so much option for chocolate milk in Adelaide, it's not everywhere in Melbourne. It's really not. You don't find it in every
Yeah.
shop.
Who's your favourite to go for an iced coffee these
For iced coffee, I really like the Hunt and Brew.
Oh, we've seen that. That's a bit on the pricier side. Though.
Yeah, it is.
That
It's pricey, but it's the only one that actually tastes of coffee. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, I guess.
Because
yeah.
Farmers
career must
Union
be
is
flush.
I like this.
Did it get to this?
But on the Chalky Milks, have you had the Coach House?
Another
Another,
pricey
that's a bit
one.
pricey. That one.
But it is the best.
They're like
I would-
$5 for 200 mils. Yeah, like, I
I
had
would
one
imagine
once
it's
and I
the
sipped
best.
it and I was like, well, there goes $5, just one sip.
I agree with you, but it is the best.
It is. Oh, if they made it in like a liter, I would probably like ask for that for my birthday. I'd be like, oh, Dad, please just spend the $500 on that liter Coach House milk. I would
Under the Christmas
treat
tree.
myself.
Which is the thicker one? The gluggier one we talked about.
I think if I was a fan. Oh no, you mean you shake them up, the oak. You know the oak.
the
thick
old
shaky
shakes,
one?
yeah.
I'm okay with them. I don't mind.
Stray's
them.
not on it.
They do some wacky flavors. Like they're doing a gay time shaky one now. I think.
Have you had any of them?
We've had everyone.
Yeah,
You've had gay time?
we
Yeah.
go to the fridge at the shops and we go, which milk haven't we had at the start of
When
the
we
week?
go interstate
Yeah.
for like little gigs
You
and
sure
stuff.
you met Dimmer Hardwick on the milks?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
when we went to the
Gosh.
Gold Coast, we went to the fridge and we had the basket. Like, which ones haven't we had? And they've got breaker up there.
Oh yeah,
Breakers.
yeah.
So we
Breakers
fill the
big, yeah.
basket up with breakers
Yeah,
to test
yeah.
out. But then we go to like New South Wales and they might have like a little
They got their own thing going.
yeah,
up
and you
there.
grab one from there, and then you go to Tassie and they got a local brew there. So it's like
Yeah.
we've been testing them out all around the country.
Have you got a favourite without ruining any sponsorships or brand alignments for you?
Well, the one at Adelaide Oval was Dairy Farmers.
Dairy
for
Farmers
me,
is,
because
yeah.
it's one we grew up on and the one we probably have had the most. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is Big M over here, right?
It's just
rebranded
same-
Big M.
I think
Really?
it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Same.
because
Same
I've
people.
tried. I've gone and tested it. Because when you go there's no Big M, there's just a breaker.
Right.
Yeah.
Because on this podcast last year, they sponsored us for a month, Nippies.
Yeah.
Nippies is
yeah.
local. I had a Nippies sponsor early days, well before I met Shrey.
Yeah.
I was doing DJ gigs and I did one in the Riverland.
Right. Yeah, that's where they're from.
Went running late for the gig and hadn't had dinner, so I went through the servo and picked up a Nippies and I had it in my hand when I walked in and got a snap DJing with it.
Bang.
And they sent me out a few cartons and I was like, yes, thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
These went in 3 days flat.
The two places I've seen Nippies stocked the most is Sydney and Adelaide, of course. But then my issue with Nippies is I only ever see I'll see iced coffee, I'll see chocolate strawberry. Then the next one I'll see is double shot iced
No,
coffee.
yeah, the iced honeycomb.
Iced honeycomb,
Honeycomb.
and then you
Fine.
never see, and this is my opinion, my favorite is iced vanilla.
Very
You
rare.
see that
very rare.
nowhere, boys, nowhere, and you wouldn't have even had
It's
it.
'cause you
is that
don't-
right?
I reckon
I've had it
I
once.
reckon I've had
There's
it.
a Euros shop in Hindley Street that sells it.
We've been to that one. We used to
Oh,
stay
yeah.
at that
Next to
shithole
the
across the
woolshed.
road.
Yeah.
Shithole
Yeah.
across the road we have always stayed at.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
always stay there.
Is that coming? It's in the box with it's a little bit yellow tinge on the box.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
A
have had
cream
it
even. A cream.
Cream,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
maybe,
I just don't know why you need flavored milk though, bro.
So he thinks that vanilla is milk flavored.
Well, this is the Cater McDonald ice cream debate.
Oh, don't even get me
Eat
started
vanilla
on this, mate.
Yeah, go on. You don't like
no,
like
I'll
vanilla.
eat vanilla ice cream from my home, but we'd go out to like an ice cream store, like 48 flavors or Messina,
Messina.
and there's 400.
I found my people, bro.
Dickheads. What you don't
It's me and
understand,
Broden fight about
dickheads.
this.
Oh, so you and Broden and Kate, it must be a Melbourne thing.
yeah,
It must
yeah.
really
But
be.
it's like the judge of a good pizza
Oh, it is. Dottie loves margarita pizza as well.
is a cheese pizza, and
No.
a good pie is not the chicken vegetable, is it? It's the beef,
But
right?
you can have the chicken vegetable. You can have the
Yeah.
beef at home. Like it's
Yeah.
always going to be
true.
there. It's
Going
always-
out,
420 at home
yeah.
is fine.
yeah. You don't leave the house to go have what you've already got at home. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god! I would eat the fucked one at home. I would eat the double choc fudge hodge thing at home, but then find out if this is I am the greatest ice cream maker in Melbourne. All right, let's see you do level 1 and let's see what's going
That's
on
so
there.
silly. If I go to the Messina factory in Sydney, which I did the other day, and there's 60 flavors, and I got vanilla,
Yeah, that's
I would.
Also, I'm saying
Shoots me
you're
in the
paying
head.
like $12
You're paying
a
a
scoop.
mint.
If
Exactly.
you really want vanilla, McDonald's is down the road. It's 50
Exactly.
cents.
How good's a 50-cent soft
It's
serve?
not ice cream. It's
It
like,
probably isn't.
It's
but
legally not ice
I
cream.
worked at Macca's. It's not ice cream.
Have you seen the doco on the McDonald's soft serve machines?
They always break all the time, so they can charge them to fix
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, you just summed up a 2-hour YouTube video in a
Yeah.
sentence.
Look,
They deliberately break down because McDonald's head office have a good deal with them, and the people who have to pay for the repairs are the franchise owners. So
Yeah.
Macca's never have to pay for them, but there's this, and then like 80% of the business model of the soft serve machine companies is repair or maintenance. Dodgy.
and they get hot really quick, so then the ice cream
Deliberately.
doesn't get cold.
And to clean, they're apparently quite easy, but they don't
Yes.
let you clean them. You've got to get a guy in.
I've cleaned them before.
Oh, that's okay.
cleaned
Okay, well, that's
Shrey was actually,
you just debunked.
Shrey was actually holding the mop underneath the fryer warmer.
I used to work,
How good was that?
old
Did you
times.
see that?
Nah, I haven't seen this.
There was a vote where it was from Queensland.
Yeah,
it's
somewhere.
always from Queensland. There was a lady, like a manager. She had the black manager
black manager
shirt
shirt
on,
on.
and she
Still
had
looked a little bit young, but
Yeah, it
This
might
guy's
have been
other crew
20 years.
trainers.
This is Tom's
Yeah.
favorite food, so it's going to fuck him up.
No, I think we've been back.
I think it's play on. I think it's play on.
They got a floor splunge,
A mop. It's a mop.
a mop,
Yeah.
and they have put it, the chip area.
Yeah.
She's gone under the hot lamp,
Yep.
To dry.
drying it over chips and shit in the thing.
Yeah.
Hate
Wet
kids
mop?
back-
Wet,
Yeah,
like
it looked wet.
Yeah, it looked like she'd
wet.
washed it, but she needed to dry it off.
Yeah, it
to,
looked
Yeah.
like I had a bit of work done and needed.
If I saw a drip, I'd be like, ugh. But honestly,
It was a photo.
yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
It doesn't bother you.
No.
It's fucked, man.
It's not a cool thing to do, but I would still eat it, Like, it's still
That's
good.
a quick-
It wasn't at my store,
Yeah.
the one I got.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, this
at
went
the-
very viral. I see. Oh, yeah. It's not even over the chips.
It's not actually. It's a good point.
The way that I thought I had in my head was that they'd got like a filthy wet mop and from 2 meters away they're like dangling it in the chips, I was like, all right, okay, maybe that's a bit weird. This is nothing. This is working smart, not hard.
No,
That's
it's
what I'd
fucking
say.
disgusting. It's illegal, Tom.
Yeah, I don't think it's probably not good, but I think it's play on.
Yeah, I was at. Do you know who? Which of the fast foods? I want to go from a different angle today.
Yep.
Which of the fast foods is your favorite? We'll just get that out of the way.
Yeah. I think if I'm hungover, it's Hungry Jazz because it's so crook.
You're
I
a good
shouldn't
boy.
be eating
You're a
it.
good boy.
But like fast food, probably just if I want to feel good for 20 minutes and feel horrific, KFC.
Great.
Yeah, it's correct
Check
answer.
It's probably KFC, but
KFC?
pizza's a safe choice
Yeah,
too.
pizza.
And a
true.
Domino's or a Pizza Hut or just like your local guy or
Oh, I prefer the local guy was offering, but if you're struck
Domino's.
for cash, it's going to have to be the Domino's
Domino's.
margarita.
Yeah.
and you're a McDonald's boy.
No, I
KFC.
think KFC probably. Yeah.
Now here's another new question for you, which you've never been asked. Who is the worst for customer service?
Man, I was alright.
Red Rooster.
Yeah, they do. Steve.
Rooster's
That's
the
true.
worst.
Because they never work, so they never know how to work. We've been in there once, and the lady's like, what'd you ask for? And I was like,
true.
do you actually work here? Like,
Is it Red Rooster? You feel as like a Melbourne thing? Because there's one at Marion. When I remember when I moved back to Adelaide. When I came back to Adelaide, I saw the Red Rooster line through fucking Marion like it was the newest thing in
people
Adelaide.
from Marion they probably do.
really?
eat a lot
I've
of
never
Red
seen
Rooster.
anyone in there.
Yeah, right.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't freaking Marion.
You
but I
reckon Red Rooster? Because I know the answer.
I used to work at Macca's from 10 and 9 till 6 in the morning, and I've dished up some crook shit at that joint. So
We also have a Macca's deal on the table at the moment, so maybe just simmer on all this crook shit you've done at Macca's.
not crook, but I would.
But he said that it's okay to put a lamp. He's anything.
I didn't do anything like that. I just like would lay on the floor like while I was working, like because it was like 3 in the morning. I just have a quick snooze. I wouldn't put anything crook in the food. It was me being a snooze.
Yeah, just
See
like
this
you're
contract
tired.
getting ripped up in front of you.
No.
They're not listening.
That's really hard. I think I've had awful customer service everywhere.
And who's consistently the worst? And I have the answer.
I feel like you're going to say McDonald's because they like park you every time or something.
Wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
I guess McDonald's, yeah. So every Saturday I go through drive-through and I get an iced coffee for myself and some hash browns for my son. My son's 2 years old. He loves hash browns. It's like our little Saturday treat. And they park me every fucking time.
He gets food poisoning every Saturday as well.
And when they park me, it causes so many issues. They take the food to the wrong car. So that's my thing with Macca's. Don't park me because I got a nice coffee.
You're all incorrect for the worst customer service.
Okay.
And you're not going to like this, guys. The answer is the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now,
Play
let me-
loud music out the back sometimes.
I had an instance on Sunday night after we recorded
Recency bias. Yep.
where I fucking, just give me a second, where I went in, I did the app.
Yep.
I did the app
Andy.
because I'm fine with young people working that you need to be clear.
Yeah.
And so the clearest way is to put it in a little app and get it in. They got the order. I don't have to express anything verbally. So I do that. I get it in. They come around. They go, just pull up and wait.
Okay.
Red flag. 25 minutes go past.
That hurts.
I walk in. I go, I've been waiting 25 minutes. They went, oh, we forgot.
Oh.
And then the manager comes around and goes, here it is. And I went, can I? And they're like, bye.
That's an automatic money back or something, isn't it?
Yeah, 25 minutes is a long time. That's
That's
a
so
quarter of football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I've
that.
just realized, and there was a really polarizing moment, a very moment of clarity for me where I went, they are shit. I'm always waiting. And things are thrown at me. It's a Pepsi Max before they even ask, do you want a 7-Up? Do you want a Sunkist?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Feel free to come back.
How was the feed though?
It was delicious.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But that's the reason we go back. That's the reason we go back.
No, there's got to be something worse than KFC. I feel like
Red
has to be.
Rooster, I feel, is getting better. I feel like
People are going there more, which is really strange, I think.
I don't know anyone who's going there. I've
Besides
never seen
us.
anyone in there. We drive past it all the time. and
Aaron
there's never-
Gox. Aaron
Yeah,
Gox
Goxie
loves
loves
Red
Red
So
Rooster.
we're in the beautiful suburb of Brunswick here, guys.
Nice.
And do you know Brunswick? You've been here a year. Do you get what Brunswick is?
We stayed here, near here the first time I
Yeah.
ever came to Melbourne.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And what did you have to? What did you eat?
Oh, we'll tell you, this is a good one.
Yeah.
We drove past it on the way in. The Moreland Hotel.
Yeah.
Right
The Greek
here.
statue.
right here.
So we literally went for a trip to Melbourne and ended up in
Greece.
bloody
In
ancient
Greece
Rome.
with-
Ancient Rome.
Yeah, so it's like Greek fucking design, but then Italian fucking statues. It makes
So when
no
you go
sense.
in, there's a pub on the corner here. It's an old pub and it's been done up by a Greek family
Yeah.
Yeah.
as Athens with pillars up into the roof.
It's undescribable. It's almost
It
like
actually-
walking
you
into
have
like
to
a
actually
Big
go
Brother
there.
set or something.
Yeah.
Like it's just
you got real culture.
Yeah.
So on that same road, on Moreland Road, you go in here, there is a Red Rooster 5 minutes from where we are now. It is a history landmark, right?
We actually have been there too.
Yeah, we have been there.
You've had a part of Melbourne history. Do you know why? Because you know the film Chopper?
Is it about Chopper Reed?
Fucking
Is that
kids today.
Yeah. I just
Chopper
make
Reed.
sure it wasn't like a different.
Eric Banner.
It wasn't an independent film or something.
The original, the real Chopper, that he would go to that Red Rooster in the 80s and organise his hits or his crime. All the crims would go to that Red Rooster and do their planning. How can that be the home of the worst customer service? I
Well,
ask?
Red Rooster is a front. We knew it. We
Yeah,
knew it
but that's
all
one
along.
of those-
There is a
Yeah,
theory
that
on Red Rooster that it actually is the parent company use it as a tax write-off.
No, yeah, that's a fact. For like, not now, but it was owned by like West Farmers for like 3 years, as 3 years for like a tax write-off purpose.
There you
I think
go,
that's
they
a
own
fact.
Coles.
That's like proper.
We've yarned and we could talk to you forever because we all like the exact same things.
A bit weird, isn't it?
But I really like it. What can we go? The Rezzies was last week. It was a huge success.
Hopefully,
Yes.
yeah.
People died, and
Now you're saying that,
I'm so concerned.
really
you'll think of me
because I mean,
we can cut.
luckily
this.
these people will be back in Melbourne by the time these people hear it, but it's in Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know.
Which
Yeah,
isn't really sometimes the best presented
I know this
place in Adelaide media and news outlets.
Ray, I know this is boring. It is the proper Snowtown. Snowtown shouldn't have the Snowtown
Yeah,
news.
you're probably right.
Before you were born as well, though.
you
I lived in Adelaide when Snowtown happened.
If you want to cut your teeth as a crime journal, you move to Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But then great boots. R.M. Williams are there.
Aaron Williams, yeah. Can't say I've ever owned a pair, but
It's on the way to Barossa, so there's a mentality of like,
probably my mum and dad probably live 10 minutes in Barossa.
oh, really?
Jimmy
nice.
Barnes is from there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Barnesy.
Oh my God, I ever tell you this story? My grandma used to live in Elizabeth as a kid, and she said that Jimmy Barnes would stand out front of the shops and like play music and busk.
yeah?
But then if you walked past him, he would like berate you to give him money. And I almost respect the hustle.
Yeah, 100%.
This is my joint. You can't get in the shops until you give me a bit of coin.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, follow the Marmalade Boys if you don't already. You probably do. But also, if you see them at Coles, buy them some food as well. Like,
I really love mud cake.
Yeah.
I love maxi bonds.
but also some
meal.
veggies, man. Like some.
I
Don't know what they are.
I like tomatoes, I guess.
Thanks for coming in, boys.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.